is good, Hope You Wine gang? Shit, I don't even know how to start the video. Man, we are so back. It's been a while. Your boy's leveled up again. He's got a glass water bottle. That's not even the most important thing. I don't even know why that's the thing I put. Oh shit, I forgot my AirPod. I mean, not my AirPod, my tripod. I just woke up like an hour ago. Give me a second. All right, now I got the tripod. I actually have my own, but this one, my good friend Matt, or Skills, or Top Ripski, or Xylix, or whatever rap name he has now. He listens to music. Go listen to it. I'll link it in the description. But he left this at my house. Still hasn't got it back. He was like, oh shit, you can use it. So I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I'll still give it back, but obviously I'm gonna be using it for this video because it extends and shit, and mine doesn't do that, so that's goated. Also, your boy has got the automobile. Look at that, baby. Infiniti G35X. This thing is a 2007. I'm starting to love it. Moving on. Here's some bitches arguing. You know what's crazy? This car's a 2007, but the thing is that it was luxury for its time, so this thing don't even got a key. And my fucking dad's car is a 2008, and it's still like a regular key because it's like a Corolla. Look, all you gotta do is just put the bitch in the thing. Seat automatically moves up. Oh my god. I've had this thing for like 2 weeks already, and bro, that shit still makes me happy. Push the start. Put the foot on the brake and then push the start. Oh yeah, your boy is driving up. Enough beating around the bush. Today, as a comeback video, this is something that I've really been wanting to talk about for a while. We were gonna head up to the gym today because your boy is cheaping out for like the 3rd year in a fucking row and getting that free Planet Fitness gym membership. We're gonna be going up there and making a video, but not just any gym video. Once again, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, and I also touched on this topic in another video, but keep your workouts simple, bro. People are always trying to do all these crazy ass workouts, you know, have 10 different exercises, have like 7 sets for each exercise, and obviously if you do those sets good and that works for you, that's great. But the thing is, we can't lie to ourselves. We can lie to ourselves all we want, but our subconscious is always gonna eventually bring stuff to the surface. If you're going in and working out and you're doing a shitty workout, yeah, for that day you could probably tell yourself, oh yeah, I worked out. Something is better than nothing, am I right? Yeah, you could rationalize that. But in the back of your mind, you know, oh, I could have trained harder. You know, there's a difference between that feeling after you do it, like a really good set, but you still think that, like, obviously you still did a good set, like that was obviously good enough. There's a difference between that and actually not doing the set good. You know when you actually don't do the set good. It's just like you just know. I have the belief that even though we may truly not know all the answers in life, like we know exactly what we should be doing at all times. We know exactly how things should be. Like we know how we want our lives to be. Like you know that you should be productive right now, but you're watching TV. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't know what productive thing you should be doing, but you know that you could be doing something better than watching TV. So it's like you know you could be training harder. You know that you can optimize your workouts in any way. And I was also touching on this in that other video that I think top 5 tips for 2025 or some shit. But it's like I went off track. Let me pull out, bro. I've been letting my car run. I've been idling my car too much lately. I just like to fucking sit in my car and do nothing because it's the safe space. It's the quiet space. Yeah, let me try to focus while driving at the same time. I'm still getting used to all this stuff. I'm not even 18 yet. I turn 18 in 2 weeks, guys. It's currently July 19th. As of this video, I turn 18 on July 30th. Let me cut to the chase. My workouts, dead ass, are only like 3 exercises. I'm not even lying. And I'm not the biggest guy in the world, but I would say that I've made a decent amount of progress. If you compare myself to 3 years ago, I started working out when I was probably 14 or 15. Now I'm almost 18. I'd say I've like made a decent amount of progress. I'd say I've gained a bit of knowledge about weightlifting and just general exercise. I'm not saying I have the best workouts, but hold on, chat. I don't know how the fuck Sam Solik does this shit. Maybe it's because he doesn't drive in fucking Houston, Texas, where there's like 200 fucking cars in traffic all day, but you know, we do what we gotta do. Oh, that was a constable. Good thing I'm legal now. Ooh, I was recording a video the other day. I was going like 50, and this was before I got my insurance because I just got my insurance on Wednesday. It's now Saturday. I was going 50, and this street I'm driving on is a 40. It was nighttime, right after I got off work. I wanted to dick around past that motherfucker. And he wasn't next to me. He was in the other side in the left turn lane. So thankfully, it would have taken some time for him to get to me. It was crazy. was crazy. It was a close call. Fuck, I break way too hard. I hate that. I break way too hard. If you can see up in that corner, I used to go to that Fitness Connection, but they charge $18 a month, and there's all the annual fees and all that bullshit. I didn't fucking like that. And I know that most gyms do that, but I didn't fuck with that. Not at all. And that's why the only reason I'm going to Planet Fitness is because of the free thing. Your boy's cheap. 50 fuck, what? You got me fucked up. If I didn't have this membership, I'd be recording this video at home. Like, I got a pull-up bar in my room. I got like some couple pink granny weights. That was another topic I touched on in my video. You don't need much equipment. This is what I'm saying. Working out is very, very simple. It's so simple. You don't need to make it complicated at all, bro. Why do you think calisthenic athletes can still get buff as fuck even though all they're doing is push-ups and pull-ups, and you're over here trying to drink your G Fuel gamer shake, get your fucking straps on like a fucking strap on, and obviously, you know, straps are their own thing and whatever. Obviously, like I was saying earlier, you know your intention. You're doing all these things because you're trying to find the answer, but the thing is that there's no easy answer, and that's not a bad thing, because whether it's hard or not, you just need to do the hard shit even when you don't feel like it. I'm gonna run this fucking red light. Would you rather the shit be easy and complicated or hard and simple? Pause. This is very hard to talk while driving. Wow. You guys are seeing a very raw one take, an hour and a half after I woke up film. This is not professional at all. I don't really give a fuck. Naked, even though it's hard, you need to accept that because working out isn't hard, obviously. The thing is that you kind of lift the fog. You kind of make it less complicated. Instead of trying to do these fucking like, what are the oh shit, that's a puddle. Fuck, my car's gonna get rusty. I just splashed all that water into my car. Okay, I think we're almost at the gym. I'm not sure. Oh, we're approaching a red light. I can finally talk. Don't get blinded by social media telling you to do all this bullshit. Really? You do always want to innovate and improve in your workouts, but that doesn't always mean get rid of the simple stuff. Because innovate and improve, progressive overload, you can always get better at what you're already doing, you know? You can do 7 sets of push-ups, but are those 7 good sets of push-ups? Like, are those 7 genuinely hard training sets where you're like, holy fuck, I just destroyed my chest? Or are those just 7 sets where you do like half reps and you're just sitting, oh yeah, just push-ups? You know, you gotta ask yourself, you gotta be brutally honest with yourself and saying, am I truly training hard? Because that will make or break the difference in your physique. You can honestly do 3 sets on every single exercise. This is what I do. I mostly, and I just pulled up to the gym, so I'm finna show you guys. You know what they always say, 10 sets a week per muscle group. So that means if you do 2 chest days per week and you have 2 exercises on each day, that's already 12 sets. Like, you don't have to do much to stimulate your muscles. And once you understand that, you can kind of pick and choose a couple specific exercises that really, really work for you. You want to dial in. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to do push downs and skull crushers and push-ups and pull-ups and do 10 different exercises in one thing. You can just pick and choose a few really, really good exercises that work for you and dial in on them hoes. You know, do 3, instead of doing 7 sets of just push-ups, do like 3 or 4 sets of like really, really good, slow, controlled. I know it's boring as fuck. I know you want to just get your ego and go, I'm doing push-ups, but you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself. Wow, I have a speech impediment or something. Go in, really dial in on them hoes. Let's say you can do like 20 regular push-ups, or let's say you can do a lot. So you're like, oh, but my push-ups are high reps. Start doing them slower. Add some weight to them. There's always something that you can do to improve. Yeah, now I've been yapping for 14 minutes. We are now at Planet Fitness. Let me check in, get inside, and turns out that this is a push days. I always film these videos on push days. I don't know why. It's always a push day. It is my favorite day to work out though. Yeah, let me get checked in and I'll see you guys. All right guys, we are here, and I'm about to show you guys. Today, I'm gonna only do 3 chest exercises, but I guarantee that I will have a really, really good pump. As always, we start with the compound lift. I'm gonna be starting with bench press, and then I'm probably gonna dial down the level of isolation as we go, because it's always best to start with your most important lifts, the lifts that hit the most parts of your body, aka compound lifts. So for example, on a pull day or a back day or a bicep day, whatever you want to call it, whatever muscle you want to train, it's best to hit the compound lift that emphasizes that area first. So if you're doing biceps, you always want to start with something like deadlifts or pull-ups, which is what I always do, because those hit your biceps, but they also hit your back and your core. As for chest day, it's always best to start with something like bench or even shoulder press. Shoulder press won't emphasize your chest as much, but you can still hit your core, obviously your shoulders, a little bit of your upper chest, because your upper chest is good for incline as well. So incline and shoulder press are kind of similar, but today we're just gonna do regular old flat bench just to show you guys how simple you can be and still sufficiently work out and make gains, because this shit is not fucking complicated. I actually have not done bench in a long time because I've just been doing mostly calisthenics and dumbbells. That's all I've really had access to up until the summers rolled around and I got a car, and you know, life is life and situations are situations. We're gonna see how much I can load up on the bar and we're just gonna get right to it. All right, starting off with 135 on the bar. I already know that I can do 135, but I kind of just want to give myself the confidence. I haven't done bench in a while, so I want to start off with doing something kind of challenging, but sort of easy again. So let's just get straight to it. You can kind of call this first set a warm-up set, but it's also going to have a good amount of resistance, so let's just get to it. Okay, so that was the first set. Pretty fucking embarrassing for all the shit that I've been talking, how slow I've been doing those reps on the 135, but you know what? Fuck it. My muscles feel great right now. I feel stimulated. This is off the wake up, no warm up at all. And you know what? Shit, I just realized how shitty Smith machines work and how much I hate them. So, you know what? Fuck, all the benches are taken. You know what? We're gonna go do some dumbbell bench press instead, because that's what I've been doing. Fuck Smith machines. Let's go crush some fucking 50s, because that's what I've been doing. So obviously, as you can see, that set went way better. 10 clean reps. Obviously getting tired at the end because it's working out. But you know, muscles are starting to feel a little bit better now. I can feel the pump about to come on. Hasn't necessarily set in just yet, but you know, you can see the sort of activation that we got going on. And this is what I'm saying. 2 sets in, we're already reaching optimal performance. I haven't done 10 sets of fucking diddly-dally goofing around. All I've done was some basic fucking bench press that people have been doing for hundreds of thousands of years. You know, this shit is simple. You don't gotta overcomplicate it. No hate on anybody that wants to do the research, but at the same time, it is good to just take the simple bro advice and just pick up the bar and do some shit. Have a mix of bro advice and scientific advice, because you don't want to be the fat nigga that just does dumb shit that's obviously dumb, but at the same time, you don't want to become like the, what's the nickname I can come up with? Like Scientific Sally or some shit that's over here like, oh, you didn't do the set right because you didn't do 50% ROM or whatever the fuck. At the same time, like what I just said, you gotta have a mix of it. You gotta find what works best for you, and you gotta do what you know is best for yourself, because you, even if you don't know all the answers, you kind of know an idea of what you could do. You know, we as humans are very intelligent and intuitive individuals. How do you think we've invented so many things in the past hundreds of thousands of years? Like I just said, take a crack at it, kind of know an idea of kind of how to start, even if you may not feel like it. So you really just gotta tap into that, break through the resistance, break through the doubt, and just do some shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'll get back to y'all once I move on to the second exercise. I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 more sets of this exercise. Like I said, 3 or 4 sets. I've been doing mostly 4 sets on my compound lifts lately, because I really like to dial in on those compound lifts. Like I was just saying, those are your most important lifts. You really want to start with those first. Those isolation exercises at the end kind of focus more on that muscle, but you've kind of already hit it a lot with that compound lift. So I'll get back to y'all on that. that was quite a quick set of shoulder presses. I haven't fully mastered this exercise yet. At the very end, my form started to falter. That's what often happens on shoulder press for me. I think I really need to up my core so I don't bend my back, because you always want to keep your back straight when you're pressing up shoulder press. You know, shoulder presses, you want to be like a stiff board. You want to be as straight as possible while pressing up. And if you bend your back while pressing up, you can really injure your lower back because the weight can also fall back on you, and a lot of bad shit can happen. So that's why it's good. Do lots of abs, lots of crunches. Keep your core strong so that you can stay as a stiff board, just pressing in one direction with nothing else distracting you. You know, if you can be strong enough to handle the weight, then you can get stronger on it in general, dial in on it. But for this next set, I'm actually going to try one of the curl bars, because that's what I was doing last time. But I also got to be careful because this is the exact same exercise that I injured my shoulder with, because I was holding it up, but then I did that too fast. You know, I did that little motion, lowering the weight too fast. So got to be careful, but let's get to it. Had to take a quick piss break, but now we're back. 60-pound curl bar for the shoulder press. And you know what? I actually injured my shoulder while doing a 40-pound curl bar. So this is a real risk I'm taking here, but the injury was 3 days ago and it wasn't that bad. And I'm starting to feel a little bit better now. So as long as I just don't move it the wrong way, I should be good. But let's get to it. Now, I've been figuring out I actually do like the curl bar better. You know, this is a video where I am teaching you guys something and giving you guys information. This is also documentation of my journey. For one, I'm only just a 17-year-old that just got out of high school. I still have a very limited knowledge of life. I just know what I know, and I just want to let you guys know what I know. Take this as a grain of salt. Do not take any advice that you hear as gospel. You know, every individual has a different preference and experience in life, whether it be the slightest thing. So no matter how good the advice is or may sound, you always want to interpret it for yourself and apply it in the way that is best for you. Obviously, there's a difference between facts and opinion. It's hard for me to talk right after a set, but the fact is that you need to train your muscles. But the opinion is how you must train your muscles. This can apply to anything in life. Shoulder press is going good. We are 2 sets in, but I believe. Let me do like, this is a compound lift, so I would like to do 4 sets. Let me do 2 more sets and I'll get back to you guys. Yeah, we'll do 1 more exercise. I said 3 exercises today. I can already feel the pump coming on, so I'll just do 1 more. I'll get back to you guys. Last exercise, it'll be an isolation exercise. You guys will find out, just stay tuned. So this right here is gonna be our tricep push down machine. You can kind of aim for like 10 to 15 reps on this exercise. Most exercises where you want to train more for hypertrophy, you know, you aim for around like 5 to 10. I mean, the rep ranges don't have to be very specific. You can kind of give yourself your own ballpark. You know, all the fitness YouTubers say, oh, do 8 to 10 reps. And you know, that is a good ballpark, but you don't have to follow the ballpark super strictly. Just kind of give yourself a little feel for it and you'll just figure it out. So for me, whenever I do high rep exercises, I like to aim for around 10 to 15 reps, because you want to kind of a mix of a good weight that challenges you and a good pump stimulation at the same time. Let's do a side angle for this exercise and get straight to it. So that was an amazing set of tricep pushdowns. As I just said, I can already feel myself going into the second phase of the pump. Now my pump is being taken to the next level, and I hope your guys' is as well. But at the very end, I started kind of doing those half reps. One thing I forgot to mention is that on these isolation exercises, the reason that it's good to throw these at the end of your workout, you want to use these to really dial in on the muscle that you're training. Obviously, you're hitting your body pretty hard by doing compound lifts, but whenever you do isolations, you can really dial in on that muscle because that's the only thing that's being trained. You're basically just destroying the fuck out out of that shit at the end of your workout. So, you know, I did my 15 reps, which are already hard, but if you can keep good form and not get hurt, it's always good to throw in some half reps, especially on these sets and exercises that you're really taking to failure and you're really trying to destroy the muscle with. Just do that a few more times. Now will be the excellent topper of your workout. This is kind of the fun part. This is the funnest part at the end of the workout where you kind of really tire yourself out and top it off. I'm gonna do a couple more sets of this and I'll see you guys after and give my last thoughts. Alright guys, just finished the workout. As you can see, only 3 exercises. Crazy pumped up, in my opinion. You guys might say otherwise. I'd say that I feel pretty fulfilled from this workout. So let me just show you guys what only 3 exercises can really do. Can really stimulate your muscles. Nothing crazy, in my opinion. I think this is a pretty good result for my workout. This is also a fasted workout, so I'm not bloated from any food. Maybe a little bit from the water, but obviously, yeah, it gets sweated out from the workout. Also guys, keep in mind, this is also good lighting designed by the people who built the gym to make people think that they're better than they actually are. I do not look like this 24/7. People that you see on social media do not look like how they look like outside of their posts. Most of the time, I do have a little bit of belly because I will admit I do be having my fair amount of sweet treats every single day. You know, I could have a better diet. It's nothing crazy. Just a simple workout, bench, shoulder press, tricep push downs. This is my favorite part of the workout, I'm not gonna lie. As you guys can see, pretty stimulating workout, nothing crazy. That's really the point that I'm just trying to get across here. Everybody starts somewhere, all you gotta do is something, and that will already be enough. Get stimulated, get better at it over time, don't do the same shit over and over again, and then you should be good. Alright everybody, that is pretty much the video. That is pretty much the workout. Power hot as fuck. As soon as you get in the car, you gotta leave the door open for a little bit. You just have to. But I have thought about making like nutrition videos, like what I eat in a day. Honestly, that is not my strong suit. I will admit, I still have a lot of stuff to work on in my fitness journey. The most I really know about is the training part. Honestly, in my opinion, the training part is the easiest part. You know, you really just gotta get in and do it. But the nutrition part is a little hard for me. The most I can really say is just worry the most about your calories and your protein. Obviously, don't be like, eat 150 grams of protein and then the rest of the calories in donuts, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that part about counting your calories and shit, I've tried. I've had trouble sticking with it, but once I get better at that part, I can get back to you guys about what I eat in a day. This video is all over the place, I know. It might be a little confusing. Let me know in the comments. I think you guys gotta let me know. I'm pretty sure I know. Yeah, just trying to do something for this YouTube shit. I really gotta get consistent on this shit. I think about it all the time. I say this every single time. This is like a running joke for myself, like an inside, you know, you ever have inside jokes for yourself? Maybe I'm just fucking crazy. I'm not gonna make you guys listen to my entire inner monologue. That's just a little part of it. But that was the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys soon, hopefully. And take care, train hard, eat, sleep, do your shit. You are capable of anything. Grab life by the balls and do that shit for real. You gotta do it even when you don't feel like it. All right, love you guys. I'll see you.